Top 10 manhwa with overpowered main characters. What's up manhwa fans? Are you obsessed with unstoppable MCs like me? Then gear up, because we're counting down the top 10 manhwa with the most overpowered protagonists around. We're talking earth-shattering power, unmatched skills, and abilities that put the gods to shame. Nothing feeds my egomaniac soul more than watching an MC effortlessly crush all enemies. So ready those hype levels, as these main characters will leave you shouting, "That's too broken." Let's start our destruction at number 10. You don't want to challenge these titans. Delivery Man from Mirim. Yo, check out this hot new manhwa, Delivery Man from Mirim. It's about this total badass martial arts master named Kang-so who just conquered the entire Mirim world before he was even 40. But just when he finally achieves enlightenment, a rift sucks him into 21st century South Korea, which is being ravaged by demonic beasts. Now, Kang-so runs a delivery service using his insane martial arts skills to zip around at lightning speed. He's still got his scary Emperor of the Flames vibe when he needs to throw down against monsters threatening his new neighborhood. The action and comedy in this manhwa make for a super fun read, and the art is sick, real vibrant and dynamic. If you're into OP MCs, mythic world building, and watching arrogant young punks get put in their place, start reading Delivery Man from Mirim. Overpowered Healer. Hey manhwa addicts, if you're joining for another OP main character power trip, you gotta read Overpowered Healer. Our dude Saito gets summoned to a fantasy world, but instead of getting awesome attack magic, he's just a mediocre healer. Lame, right? But then, plot twist, he starts hearing the voices of the gods who reveal they've been playing some long game using humans as pawns. What? Now, powered up Saito wants to screw up the gods' plans while dishing out some overpowered healing beatdowns. The art is sick, and watching Saito own arrogant chumps never gets old. Overpowered Healer takes a pretty classic setup but makes it feel fresh. Add it to your must-read list along with these other top MC manhwas for maximum enjoyment. You'll be hella powered up right alongside the main characters. Get on the binge train. Urban Castaway. Urban fantasy fans, get hyped for Urban Castaway. When orphan Fang Xiaotang loses everything in a tragic fire, he gains an OP power system that lets him ask favors from God. We're talking like JoJo Stan level crazy powers. Now armed by the gods themselves, Xiaotang sets out on a quest for revenge against those who ruined his life. But the world's top cultivators and sects try to stop him at every turn. No problem, with its insane new abilities, plus some goddess waifus by his side, Xiaotang blazes a path of overpowered fury across the land. The action scenes in this manhwa are insane, and the art is really on point. If you're into fantasy, urban cultivation worlds, and MCs who level up hard and fast, dive into Urban Castaway. Xiaotang's god-tier powers make him one of the most OP characters out there right now. The genius assassin who takes it all. All you dark fantasy fans need to read The Genius Assassin Who Takes It All immediately. It's about a writer who gets stuck into his own novel as the villain, Shin Kang-ho. Kang-ho starts out as a ruthless killer working for the Demon King, but now realizing he's in a story, he decides to screw being the bad guy. He'll use his meta knowledge to loot every skill and treasure to become the most OP anti-hero ever. We're talking going from 0 to max level speedrun strats. Kang-ho gives no Fs about the heroes or anyone in his way. Watching this former underdog bite and claw over anyone dumb enough to cross him is so freakishly satisfying. The skill-stealing mechanics lead to some crazy unique power action too. If you like characters from nothing to domineering badassery and dark, gritty fantasy, The Genius Assassin Who Takes It All needs to be your next binge. The All-Knowing Cultivator. It starts when a super powerful cultivator gets dropped into a world ruled by modern superpowers. Realizing cultivation is thought to be lost to ancient magic here, Mr. OP Cultivator decides to restart his training and reignite the age of cultivation in this new world. Of course, with all his previous cultivation knowledge and memories intact, our dude rockets through levels, crushing anyone stupid enough to fight him. The art is top notch and it's hype watching him flex on villains who can't comprehend how overpowered he is. If you love cultivation fantasy, arrogant young masters getting slapped down, and MCs rising from 0 to max level at record pace, the all-knowing cultivator needs to be in your manhwa lineup. Fairy's Armament. Our boy Ju Ming is a total scaredy cat high schooler until he accidentally gets tangled up in a battle between superpowered chicks. And when one of those girls with insane fairy magic moves in with him, his life turns upside down. Ju Ming gets dragged from one crazy crisis to another while these arrogant elite superheroes and villains throw down, wrecking stuff left and right. But after a mystical artifact fuses with him, this Zero becomes an overpowered hero. The art and fight scenes in Fairy's Armament are so lit. Watching formerly wimpy Ju Ming unlock beast mode and start flexing on everyone is hype AF. If you love seeing underdog MCs level up to god tier power and put snotty superhumans in their place, dive into Fairy's Armament. And here are some other godlike MC manhwas for you, enjoy the non-stop binge. I return as a triple F class witch doctor. Our dude Ma Jinsung was once a top-ranked player in a VR game Arzia Chronicle, but he gets betrayed and killed by his own trusted leader. What the F? Now Jinsung wakes up mysteriously locked back into the game from 10 years ago and vows revenge. But there's a catch. If he dies in the game this time, he dies in real life. Luckily, Jinsung now has the super rare Witch Doctor class, which gives crazy stat bonuses for killing other players. What his backstabbing teammates don't know is that this Witch Doctor is about to go on an overpowered rampage. The art and fights are sick as we watch Jinsung grind hard to become the game's nightmare. If you love revenge stories, OP skill mechanics, and broken characters wrecking their way to the top, start reading Witch Doctor now. It's binge time. Solo Spellcaster. Fanboys and fangirls, if you still have post-solo leveling depression, relief is here with Solo Spellcaster. Ordinary office drone Doyuk Park is just trying to get through his job until dimensional monsters invade and he awakens as a super rare magic user. We're talking like top 0.1% powerful. With insane magical abilities unlocking, suddenly Doyuk is getting dogpiled by factions trying to rope him into their agendas. But our newly badass MC has his own ideas on how to use his sweet skills. The fights and power-ups as Doyuk levels up fast to OP status are so freaking lit. And I love how he gives no craps about the politicking and just wants to blast baddies. If you can't get enough of average Joes becoming unmatched anti-hero champions with awesome art and non-stop action, you need Solo Spellcaster in your life. Plus, check out these other god tier MC manhwas too. I'm not that kind of talent. If you like OP MCs who hide their power level, you need I'm not that kind of talent in your life. Our man Dion is sickly as hell. He coughs blood if he gets a little stressed. But due to a crazy misunderstanding, everyone thinks weakling Dion is actually Demon Arut, the super savage commander of the demon army. Now he's caught in a war between humans and demons, with everyone expecting him to be this unstoppable badass. The comedy as the scaredy cat tries to fake being the ultimate battle fanatic is pure gold. But what nobody knows is Dion has a secret talent making him way more OP than people realize. As he's forced to fight stronger enemies, the action and story get crazy dark. If you love OP character hiding their skills and dark humor, don't sleep on I'm not that kind of talent. The Night King who returned with a god. My manhwa fam, the ultimate OP power fantasy has arrived with the Night King who returned with a god. After 300 years of demon hunting in a fantasy world, badass Knight Commander Visner gets summoned back to modern day Earth. But he doesn't come alone. he brings an actual freaking god with him. Now Wisner is trying to adapt his medieval warrior ways to the modern world with hilarious results. But when dimensional gates start unleashing demons everywhere, it's time for this OP Night King to throw down. The art is incredible, and watching Wisner wreck mythic beasts with divine holy power is so hype. This manhwa avoids repetitive gate hunting and instead focuses on Wisner's culture clash adventures and totally overpowered battles. If you want non-stop action and a unique OP MC who doesn't fit into the modern world, start reading The Night King Who Returned with a God now. It sits at the peak of OP manhwa dominance. What an inspiring display of domination, right? Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to comment on whose unrivaled greatness left you begging for more. So mash that like button if you're hungry for recommendations of other almighty MCs. Whether they annihilate with combat or brains, these protagonists will go down in legend. Until next time, keep cheering for absolute power and total victory.